Hey guys, I'm just going to get right to it. The United States legal team is going to go ahead and drop the charges for Sam Bankman-Fried campaign finance charges. Now, there are a slew of different charges that Sam Bankman-Fried is actually being charged with. But before we get into that, for those of you watching the video for the first time, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe if you're new to this content. And to my current subscribers, I appreciate you guys more. So hey, getting right to it. So yes, Sam Bankman-Fried charges being dropped for campaign finance. All I can say is that it's probably was going to get too messy with a clawback happening in reference to funds being given to the left, funds being given to the right. It was going to take an even more longer time maybe in court, and they had more things to actually go ahead and dig in as it pertains to Sam Bankman-Fried when it comes to customer funds being stolen and monies being squirreled away. So let me give you an update to the whole Sam Bankman-Fried situation. When Sam Bankman-Fried actually was arrested, I am from the Bahamas. I was in town at the same time, and it was roughly around the 7, 8 p.m. at night when reports came in that Sam Bankman-Fried was actually being arrested by the police in the Bahamas. Now, Sam Bankman-Fried, for those of you that are not aware, FTX was based in Nassau, Bahamas, in an area known as Avalon, which is on the western side of Nassau, Bahamas, a very aristocratic area. There's even a section within that area where Tiger Woods actually has a very, very large piece of land that he went ahead and purchased a few years ago, more than 8, 9 years ago in Nassau, to an area known as Clifton Pier. It's very, very west in Nassau, Bahamas. Now, Avalon, where Sam Bankman-Fried office is located, is actually more on the west end where a lot of yachts can come in, and a lot of billionaires and millionaires park their yachts, and the FTS office is located right there. The Bahamas government allowing FTX to operate there is actually really a good thing because it's the first of its kind to have a cryptocurrency to actually be located there. Mostly, a lot of the big money type industries tend to go to the Cayman Islands, but that being based in the Bahamas is actually something really big. It added jobs. He donated a lot of money to charity, and even millions went elsewhere to actually help the Bahamian people. But that still doesn't take the fact away that Sam Bankman-Fried actually committed a crime and then went ahead and filed bankrupt. Now, another thing is that Sam Bankman-Fried has a lot of properties in the Bahamas, in Nassau, Bahamas, but it's under a different LTD, which is known as it's like an LLC in the Caribbean, where it is not under the same name of FTX. It's, from what I'm hearing, it's in his parents' name, and there's a lot of different properties where a lot of the software developers that were flown in to work on a lot of the projects that Sam Bankman-Fried was working on in reference to the centralized exchange stayed in those properties. Those properties still exist today in that area, and they are not occupied. The United States government, I don't think they can go ahead and touch those properties, but that's just an update of what's happened to Sam Bankman-Fried because it did cause a very, very big rift as a part of a contagion. The ripple effect of what Sam Bankman-Fried and Do Kwon has caused, which now adds a layer of scrutiny that all exchanges are experiencing today. Now, to see that charges are being dropped for campaign finance, KuCoin, Crypto.coin, Binance, the list goes on with all the scrutiny the United States is putting on all different exchanges, to now they have to go ahead and put up or show what is known as a proof of reserve. Binance did it, a few other companies did it, but a lot of the legal team or the SEC, a lot of them are still not convinced because they feel as if the proof of reserve that they're putting up is commingled with investors' funds. Now, in Binance situation, so Binance did get hacked in 2019 by their hot wallet, and Binance went ahead and created what is known as a Safemoon wallet, where they can go ahead and actually have that proof of reserve. But the thing is that it just caused so much level of scrutiny. A lot of centralized exchanges are having a very, very hard time operating in different parts of the world because a lot of the different international companies are actually adopting the United States practice and principles so that they can all be one-to-one with the different rules and regulations. There should have been one rule or one policies that they set for all countries that an exchange should face so that they can be compliant. But I don't think that's ever going to happen because the law of the land has different rules and regulations. So again, back to Sam Bankman-Fried, that cause and effect just created a whole mess for anybody that wants to launch the exchange. And I think this is the reason why Safemoon went ahead and operate in the EU and with launching the exchange, because they want to understand and wait for the United States to go ahead and set out a specific, or maybe a specific rules and regulation or a package of what it is that they actually do need. And this is what's causing a lot of exchanges to not even come to the United States, like Bitmart, L-Bank, Mandela, and all those. They can easily come over, but the rules and regulations are really strong as a result of the things that are happening. We see what happened with Duquan. Duquan wants to go ahead and appeal his case. And Duquan's situation is very, very different as well. I mean, there's a lot of finger pointing as it comes to different exchanges. Who caused what? There's rumors that CZ went ahead and took out $1 billion that caused the FTX price to drop. Sam Bankman-Fried was in communication with him because he wanted to go ahead and take funds out. There's just a lot of different conspiracy that was going on. But at the end of the day, the consumers or the holders actually suffered at the end. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe. But again, the Safemoon price 30171. Bitcoin is at 29,200. We will wait to see if there's any new updates that's coming out of the Safemoon core team. We did get some information in reference to John talking about technology, and no one should shy away from technology. And what is your best creation as far as technology? But there's not much really coming out for the camp. Now, for those of you that are investing in other tokens, I can talk about Jasmine token, which is actually was put on the innovation list by Binance. And I did say in the last video that Japan Binance is going to be launching in August. There's a high chance that the Jasmine token will most likely be put back on the Binance list, because they will move off the innovation list, move to the infrastructure management list, which means that they may in fact be put back on that platform. It comes down to volume, guys. If your token is just not creating the volume, exchanges need to make money on buys and sells. And if that's not doing that, you're going to be put on a innovation list for Binance, and you most likely get delisted. I hope Safemoon will go ahead and adopt something very similar, where we give tokens an opportunity to go ahead and be listed or be tried out on our so-called innovation zones like Binance, to give them a chance to go ahead and prove that they can actually make the mark. And if not, you get delisted. And if you're not creating the volume like we thought you were going to do, you'll be moved down to that platform as well. So like, share, subscribe. Until I see you guys again, you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.